सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपाद स भूमिं विश्वतो भृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उदामृतत्वशेषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागंश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदैत्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अपि तस्मात् विराडजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमतो पुरः. That's where we are. Tasmat virada jayata. Virada vividam rajate iti virajaha. That which is prakritihi. Virad, the total gross body associated with consciousness, or consciousness associated with the samashti stula sharira. Virajaha anantaram Purushaha chaturmukhakyah ajayata. That is, after the total prakriti has been created, which is unmanifest, which is not in a physical form, then came the chaturmukhakyah hiranyagarbha Brahma. Now we saw in the Shakalya Brahmana that it is evam sukshmayam srishtau kritayam sa padanarayanah sprishti stula srishtyartam chaturmukham purusham abhidadyau. That is Sri Narayana, it is said in this particular commentary. Some of you have asked what is this commentary, we would like to know. So I have taken selective portion of this Purusha Sukta Bhashya by Sri Ranganatha Muni. That is the book here, it's an old book, old edition. Sri Ranganatha Muni is this is printed, published in Chennai in the year 1955. Okay. So that is the one way, but I'm not using the entire book as word to word, but few important parts. So the physical world has to be created, for which there should be a source of creation. And therefore here, Srishtau Kridayam Padaranayanah Stula Srityartam Chadurmukham Purusham Abhidatyau. And Tad Vyananantara Uchihi Virajaha Prakritehe Vaschat Pratak Chadurmukha Ajayata. That one which is said to be the Chadurmukha, the Brahma, is said to be the creator of, first of all, the unmanifest becomes manifest. As we know, a tree is unmanifest within the seed, meaning potentiality to expand is already there. In the creation theory of Hinduism, there is no time when there is no creation. It's only unmanifest form of the creation. That's why eternality of this entire universe is experienced or explained, that the jivas always have the presence. But whether they are present in the manifest form or unmanifest form is the question. Like we go to sleep, we become unmanifest to the world. Not that we are absent. We are absent to the world, but not absent to ourselves. We are there. We may not be aware of it, but we are not there. So in the same way, unmanifestation to becoming to manifestation is what is called srishti here. So it is said that here, Aniruddha Narayana, that very one which is the Hiranyagarbha addressed to Narayana, and then it is said he does not know because everything is so quiet, nothing is there. It is said that Adipravruddha Kayaha Saha San, at that point, it is said to be Purushasuktam Asa, meaning absolutely quiet. There is no other activity taking place. There is no manifestation. At that point, Sabtam Aniruddha Narayana Aprakshid, addressed. Aniruddha Narayana is the said to be, according to the Vaidika, Dvaita tradition or Vishishtadvaita tradition, the Narayana, the Lord who was there before the creation, before the manifestation. That's why in Bhagavatam also it is said that I was there before anybody came into being, and I am there when everything is there, then I will be there when everything is gone also. So here, Brahman kim tushnim bhavasi iti. Why are you quiet? So, answer is very interesting. Ajnanat iti. Ajnanat, meaning what? If you ask a small child, maybe say a few months old or just started to talk, what's the time? What will it answer? Because it has no concept of time. What time did you get up? How far is your school? Not that it doesn't, it is going to school every day, no doubt. It is getting up every day, no doubt. But does it have a concept of time, concept of space? When did you come back from school? Blank. So in the same way here, Brahma, before the creation, where there is no manifestation, where there is no other thing existing, no action, why are you quiet? Because Ajnanat. Tam punar aniruddha pravocha, to that Brahman, Brahman srishtyartam kanchana yajnam kuru. O Hiranyagarbha, O Brahma, srishtyartam, for the sake of the creation, kanchana yajnam kuru. Some yajna you have to perform. Now, interesting thing is, there is nothing. The yajna means what? Ahuti is to be given, fire has to be there, and then Vedi must be there. Vedi means the offering altar should be there. Chanting mantra should be there. Nothing. So, yajnam kuru. Tadaha sarvabhutani srishtum samartaha bhavishyasi. Then only you will become capable of creating all the whole thing. Sarvabhutani srishtum samartaha bhavishyati. Tatra yajne tava indriyani devan ridvijaha krutva. Your faculties, your sense organs will become the ritviks. Tava indriyani, which are devan, which are all considered as the presiding deities of our own. See, even when you are doing our regular puja also, what are we doing there? We are addressing all the limbs as the ritviks. performing this yajna. Also, when we do the nyasa, we are invoking various forms of same deity in a different various forms in our own body before we start the puja. Puja has a different kind of methodology of invoking the gods. There in the yajna, you need to have the devata. So, devan ritvijaha krutva tvadiyam cha kalevaram havihi krutva. When you are thus offering, there should be a sacrificing animal or a thing to be kept there as ready for becoming a havis. There is nothing. You yourself. In other words, Brahmarpanam, Brahmavi, Brahmakno, Brahmanavudam. Actually, that time Brahma would have experienced that only. I am the ladle, I am the ghee, I am the mantra, I am the fire, I am the offerer. I am offering myself into myself. So here, and mam cha havir bhujam dyatva manmana bhutva. And whom are you offering finally? To me. Because there is only one other person is there, is me. And who is higher than you? So obviously I am the deity to whom you are offering, who is going to enjoy that offering that you are giving. Manmana bhutva mayi agnau niveshaya. In me the fire you offer. That's why it is called yajno vai Vishnu. Because the yajna is performed by whom? Brahma, to whom? Vishnu. So this way, mad angas sparsha by thus the touch of mine, jagat kosha bhutah tvat kayoho brahmishyate. The entire creation will begin from that very touch of mine. And the very touch of mine, your body will become a cosmic potential egg. That is why it's called Hiranya Garbha. Even the 14th chapter we are seeing, 14th chapter, what does he say? Ahamta bija prada pita. Tasmin garbham dadami aham. Right? Bhagavan says that I am the one who is offering the seed into the garbha of Prakriti. So here also there is a point here that you are going to expand out of my own egg that is going to be given there. You will become the cosmic egg. Tasmat bhutani pranijatani yata puram nirmaya srishta bhavishyati. You become a srishta. So, and now it's very interesting here. Yata puram. Yata puram means what? Yata, in the same way as it was before. It is not that something new is coming. Whatever has been there which has become unmanifest, it will come to manifest because of my touch, because you are none other than the total unmanifest brought into a personality here. The total unmanifest jivas are in you. See, it is like that when we go to the state of deep sleep, all that thoughts and planning and all that we have, so identification that we have as individual, as unmanifest but potentially sitting there in the person when he is sleeping. The moment we wake up, what happens to all of that? Everything comes to manifest. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So is the case with all of us when we die also. Our personality, whatever we are today, the core personality becomes unmanifest when we die. And when we are taking birth in the next life, next human birth, then those characteristic traits will manifest. Whether parents cannot decide that. They will manifest. So when a child is there, it will look very nice because it is not manifesting it. A tender, small, little tree, little plant is nice. Once it becomes a gigantic thing, you can't do anything about it. It is what it is. It's not your problem, or it's not your, it's because of you. That is the unmanifest jiva now starts to manifest its own characteristics in the body that you gave. So it look like you, but it must behave like you. You wonder, where did this come from? I gave only the physical body to it. But whatever is there from the previous condition now come to manifest. Yatapuram nirmaya srishta bhavishyasi. Evam srishti yajnam yo janadi sa janmani iha muktaha bhavati. So one who comes to know this great yajna, such a person understanding this clearly becomes free. In the sense what? Bhagavan Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divyam. My janma, my karma as divyam yah janadi, one who knows, he will become very well, highly mature and wise. So here also, we have to understand that we have had a long journey. This is only one manifestation of ours. So thus, therefore, the creation began from Hiranyagarbha. And how the creation has begun, this portion is called Srishti Yajna. Next. Sashti. The sixth verse is Srishti Yajna. Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yajnamatanvata Vasanto Asya Sidajyam Grishma Idma Sharadhavihi Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yajnamatanvata Vasanto Asya Sidajyam Grishma Idma Sharadhavihi. Purushena Hiranyagarbhena Sadharmohakyena Pashuhu. So here Hiranya Chadurmuhakyena Pashuhu Havisha Devaha Sadhyakyaha Tad Indriyani va Yajnam Dhyanasya Matan Dhyaanamayam Atanvada Kritavantaha. Who is the Havish here? Who is to be offered? Hiranyagarbha. He told earlier itself, you become the Havis and your Indriyas become the Ritviks. So Indriyani Devan, the faculties become, or Indriyas become the Devas, and therefore this very Brahma, Chadurmukha Brahma or Hiranyagarbha becomes the Havis. And for the Deva to perform this yajna, Gurudev used to say, now you see, when we are in this world, how do we know that there is world? As soon as you wake up, what do? Eyes are seeing, nose is smelling, ears is listening, tongue is tasting, skin. What is that doing? The sense organs are the Devatas. Right? And what is offered to whom? The world of objects are offered to the Purusha here. Bhagavan. Kshetrajna who is sitting here is the altar. And who is giving the Havis? Indriyani. Correct? Sense organs are seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching. They are the Ritviks. And what are they offering? The world outside us, which is in the form of an object of taste, object of touch, object of smell. That is none other than the Hiranyagarbha here, meaning the entire creation is being offered to the Narayana who is sitting here. In the same way, here, in the beginning where there were nothing else other than the sense organs of the same Hiranyagarbha and the Hiranyagarbha himself as the Havis, one has to think of, is it a yajna at all? No, 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 it is not a yajna. Really, physically, they are not doing anything. Therefore, yajnam atanvata, meaning they dhyanam atanvata kurvantah, krutavantah. It is only in the form of pure contemplation of the entire process of yajna. Because there is no altar, physical altar there, there is no fire there, there is no object there. Tada asya dhyanamyasya yajnasya. Of this kind of yajna, which is none other than dhyanamaya, of the nature of meditation. Yajnasya, what is the ajyam, ghee, vasantam? Vasantaha, vasantakalaha ajyam asit. Now you see, how can there be, this is such an abstract kind of thinking. How can the spring season be ajyam? Thus, now you see, what is season? If you look at it carefully, again, during the time of winter, there was no growth. Everything has come to a standstill as though, because the sunlight is not there, or the entire creation is in a kind of a lull state. And then comes the sun slowly coming closer to the earth, or earth going closer to the sun. Then the sunlight is the one which brings up everything. What was already there start to manifest. Now it is said that time is always eternal. Time cannot be created. Now, time cannot be created when we say, it doesn't mean the time that we are looking at in the clock. Even this clock, you stop the clock. Time is stopped. Time stopped. Time never stops. Now, our idea of time is only in terms of the earth rotating in its own axis or going around the sun, right? But this is with respect to this limited cosmos. They're talking about the time as we calculate from this earth, its movement, and its movement on its own rotation, and also it is going around the sun. But do you think that is the time? Now look at it from another planet which is far away from it. What is the time there? What is considered as your 1 year? For that it is maybe a minute. Because its circumambulation of the sun is much a wider circle. Which means what? Just only 25 years of summer, 25 years of rain, and 25 years of snow, and 25 years of spring. So nothing else. We will see only one summer in our life, one winter in our life. Because if it has to go on rotation, it takes 25 times more than Earth. Then think about the one which is closest to the sun. Morning it is winter, evening it is summer. In between spring and rainy season has come and gone. So what is time then? And no, don't calculate from the standpoint of our time is eternal there. Yadyapi asrishtani padartha jatani, even though none of the so-called elements of creation or objects of creation were not there, tatapi kalasya nityatvat, time being eternal, Vasantha kalaha Ajyatvena dhyayatah asid. Thus, that time which is considered as divided as spring, summer, autumn, rain, winter, post-winter, in that way, 6 seasons, right? What are the 6 seasons according to our Indian calendar? Huh? What are they? Just now I said. Grishma, you know, though. That is Grishma is going on. Varsha, that's the rain. Varsha is actually autumn. I mean, Sharat is autumn, and then Varsha is the rain. Then Haima or Hema, Himavat, that is called cold winter. So, and Vasantha. So, winter, post winter, Vasantha, then summer, autumn, and rain. This way it goes. So, in this way, the Vasantha is considered as the most charming and beautiful and exhilarating. Why? Because everything is coming out new. So Vasantha is considered as the Dhyayatah Asid Tad Hedutvat Tasya Idoktam. So Padma Purana, Padmi Purana, it is very beautifully said. हिमदग्धतृणा भूमिः वसन्तो शोभते तृणैः गावस्य तृणभक्षेण दुह्यन्ते सुतरां पयः. It is said himadagtatruna. So the spring season is where during the time of Shishira. Shishira is the time which is called post-winter season. At that time, when the grasses have become wet because they were all wet and they are not growing properly. At that time, when the sun has started to come, so Bhumi Vasanto Shobate Tranaihi, the entire earth is Tranaihi, with the grass is Shobate, it becomes so beautiful. Gavasya Trinabakshena, and the cows having taken those grass, Duhyante Sutaram Payaha, and they start to milk much more than before. So considering Vasanta as the Havis, because that, I mean the Ghee, because that is a time, Vasanta Kalasya Bhumishta Shubhishta Parna Trina Shadvalataya Gavam Payaha Prasudi Nimittatvad Sa Eva Ajyam Asid Ityuktam Ayuhu Dhritam iti Ayuhu Dhritam itivat. So why they have imagined Vasanta Kala as the Ajam? Because in the previous creation also it is noticed during the time of Vasanta alone, the new plants and grass and everything grows and the cows take them in plenty and create more milk, and more milk means more ghee. So therefore Vasanta is considered as the ghee. That is Evam. This way Vasanta Kala is considered as the ghee, and also Ayuhu Dhrudam Gridam iti. Ayuhu Gridam means what? Many of you would like it. Ghee is life. Ghee is life. Because ghee sustains life. See, ghee never gets old. You know that? You keep ghee, forever it will stay. It will never get destroyed by anything. Of course, you can destroy it, but if you keep it as it is, the older the ghee, the greater strength it has got. Because ghee is considered as that which is most essential for the bones. And the strength of the bone is important for external physical body's health as well as internal, the what is contained inside the bone density is also maintained by the ghee, and the external skin and other various layers are also maintained by the ghee, and therefore ghee is considered as life. Ayuhu Gridam itivat. Okay, so Vasanta is the ghee there. Vasanto Ajyam Asid. Then what happened? Next one. Vasanto asya sidajyam Grishma idma sharat avihi. Next, after Vasanta is what? Grishma, summer. And summer is considered as what? Idma. Idma means what? Fuel. The fuel stick. Why it is so? ग्रीष्मकाले इद्मत्वेन ध्यायतः आसीत्. ग्रीष्मस्य प्रपदितपर्णत्वात् इद्मत्व उक्तिः तथोक्तं. ग्रीष्मकाले पलाशे द्मानामहरन्ति. पलश इद्मानम् आहरन्ति महर्षयः. ते च संवत्सरं Satramasate doshashantaye. So at the time when there is summer, all the leaves are kind of dried up and they lose their water content in it. Once the water content, the moisture is gone in anything, that becomes fuel. Dry. So at that time, when these leaves and twigs and everything, they are lost, they lose their moisture content and they become dry, and that is all collected by the great rishis, and that is used as the very fuel for the yajna there. That is why Grishma Idmaha. Then comes the next one is Sharat, autumn. Sharat is what? Havish. Sharat Dhavihi. Why Sharat is Havi? Because Nishpanna Vrihi Yavadi Sasyataya Purodasha Yogyatvena Sharato Havir Avishta Uktihi. So when the summer is over and the paddy field and all of them are filled with all various growth, paddy, wheat, corn, Nishpanna Vrihi Yava Adi Sasyatata Purodasha Yogyatvena. They are ready for the offering, which is known as Purodasha. Purodasha is considered as the oblation. So all the various grains that are ready for harvestation, that is considered as the best one for oblation to offer. So therefore, it is considered as that autumn season is considered as the Havihi. Who are the people who are giving? Sadhyaha. Is it not very scared? Sadhya Santi Devaha. It is said earlier also. Who are the sadhyas that is said here? Sadhyas are those who are residents of Vaikuntha. Here, te suraha parikirtyante ye suralaya vasinaha Vaikuntha vasinaha sarve sadhya devaha samiritaha. Sadhya devas are none other than Vaikuntha vasinaha. So these devaha atra sadhyaha vivakshitaha. So the entire process or entire yajna is to be considered as a meditation. See, in the Vedic times, they did not have the concept of puja. There's nothing called puja because there is no Ishtadevata concept. Ishtadevata idea came much later when Puranas were conceived and written by the great Vedavyasa. But before that, they were all considering the powers of the nature as the deities, Indra, Varuna, etc. there. Vayuhu. So how did they have their upasana? They are called dhyana upasana. The yajnas are performed with the meditating upon the gods, not any physical form. Nowadays, we have a physical form and then to which we do the alankara and then often chandan, kumkumam, this, akshata, etc. and then offering flowers, etc. All those things happen. But during those times, they did not have a physical form, so they have to mentally imagine the form or the nature of the deity, and then with the mantra, they were offering havis. That is how it was. And even today, the Arya Samajins, those who are followers of that very tradition, they would not accept any physical puja to any deity because they say these are all considered as the very what do you call uh, compromised form of worship. Because why it is so? Because we are incapable of keeping our mind one pointedly on a formless nature. Even with the form, we are not able to, sit in one place. What to talk of when there is no form at all? Uh, Without having any physical form of God and meditating upon that, will it be easy? That's why Vyasa Maharshi, with the great love for the compassion for the sadhakas, he said, okay, at least have a form to hold on to. So here it is therefore said, the Devas were worshipping that very deity without a form, and the yajna is only in the form of dhyanam. Sadhya Santi Devaha. Now comes the uh, the ahutis, that are the havis that are given, that is also are divided into many parts. So that is why it is said in the next one, that is Saptami, that is the seventh verse here. That is Saptasyasan paridayah Trisapta Samidakೃತಾः Devayat tanvanaः Abatnan Purusham Pashum Saptasyasan paridayah Trisapta Samidakೃತಾः Devayat tanvanaः Abatnan Purusham Pashum. Devaha yajnam tanvanaha kurvantaha yajnam sapta idi. So it is said saptasyasan paridayah paridhiyante idi paridayah. Asya srishti yajnasya sapta paridayah asan. The paridaya to be understood as the various divisions, or as Gurudev would put it here, as they have 7 Vedis, paridayas, 7 Vedis they have created out of that. And here paridhiyante iti paridayaha. Paridhinam saptatvam shatapataha. Uttaravedi paridayah strayah. Ahavaniyasya trayah. Adityah saptamah. 7 Vedis are created, and Uttaravedi are 3 in number, Ahavaniya 3 in number, and Sun is the 7th one. 7 Vedis. Vedis means the altar into which it is offered. Altar in the sense the Vedic altar, fire into which it is to be offered. So the enclosures, in other words, called enclosures, are 7 in number. So here atra api srishti padartatvat. Now it is said in the present context where the physical Vedis are not there, it has to be meditated upon only. So therefore, tad dhyanameva vivakshitam. Actually, by meditating or mentally imagining only it is created. Atraye pariditvena dhyayatah te uchante. In another place it is said very clearly, Prithivi, up, Tejah, Vayu, Akashah, Ahankara, Buddhayah, Sapta. So the 5 gross five elements, starting from earth, water, fire, air, space. Then comes ahankara, that is the ego, and buddhi. Buddhi includes manas also. They are the seven. Now, if you, even according to Gurudev, again, if you see, in the seat of contemplation where no action is expected to be done by the individual, while we are withdrawing ourselves from the world, starting from our physical body, which is representing the gross earth. Gross earth is represented by our physical body. Slowly, 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 you withdraw the attention from there onward. So earth, consider earth and water as the physical body, right? Earth and water is the physical body. That's a Annamaya Kosha is none other than combination of food and water. So Prithvi and up both are taken care. And next comes what? Agni. You understand, physical body cannot remain alive without the certain amount of temperature. So Agni is already there in the physical body. So when we talk about Annamaya Kosha, which has the grossest part is the earth, and earth having a shape, that shape is water, and the body, water and earth are being kept alive by the Ushna that is there, heat. So these three constitute the gross body. And the Pranamaya Kosha is Vayu. So you have come from Prithvi, Ab, Agnihi, Vayu. You have come up to Vayu. So, and Manas, so that's why pranayama is considered as important tool for meditation, because you are withdrawing from the body. Now, when you are withdrawing from the body, the mind has to occupy with something. It has to go to the subtle part of it. That is called pranamaya kosha. So it has to go to prana. So from then, it has to flow slowly, slowly as with the prana, when your mind has become relatively quiet. Now what the mind has to meditate upon? Mind, you have to meditate upon the mind itself. Thoughts. Where is the thought? In the akasha of consciousness. In the akasha of consciousness, the space of consciousness. Meaning, in the presence of consciousness, only thought can be present. If you consider the akasha as the platform or the stage onto which only the thoughts can dance. Now, therefore, from the thought, you have to go withdraw yourself from the aware full consciousness called as Sakshi Chaitanya. That is the space. Even that space has to be overcome, because it is, if you say that this is me, that ahankar. Next one. Then buddhi is here to be understood as the awareness. So from the earth, water, fire, air, space, idea of I, notion of I, and then to awareness. That's why Sapta. Yeah. Saptasyasan paridayah. So these are all the paridis, the altars. Trisapta samita kritaha. So what are the samits? Samit, again we saw that they are the sticks for fuel sticks. They are also Trisapta Samitaha. 3 into 7. 3 into 7, 21. 21 sticks are offered. 21 forms of fuel sticks. Eka Vimshati Samitaha Uktaha. So there are 21 samits are given here. Which are those? Now we are coming to Prithivyadini Panchabhutani Tanmatrani Pancha Jnanendriyani Pancha Karmendriyani Pancha Antakaranam Cha Iti Ekavimshati Samitaha Iti. The fuels are 5 gross elements. That is, after the Panchikarana takes place, physical one, Then comes Tanmatrani. When they have not mixed with each other, those are basic elements, 5. Jnanendriyani Pancha, 5 organs of perception. Karmendriyani Pancha, 5 organs of action. Antakaranam cha iti. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1. These are all the summits. What does it mean? Even as one starts to withdraw in the seat of meditation, we are not talking about the physical eye or physical ears and physical nose, no. The faculty of hearing, faculty of smelling, faculty of tasting, they are present behind these external faculties. That is the reason why in the state of dream, we are able to see, we are able to hear, we are able to smell, we are able to walk, we are able to pick up things, we are able to even speak. Why? What is speaking in the time when you are in the state of dream? Or what makes you able to speak? There is also conversation taking place. You are also hearing things. You are also walking. So, karmendriyani, jnanendriyani, not necessarily the physical ones. So, 5 elements and their tanmatra and then karmendriya, jnanendriya constituting 20. And there is a individuality who is sitting there which is said, I am doing this. They are considered as these 21 fuels. Continuing there, so Trisaptas Samita Kradaha Deva Yat Yagyam Tanvanaha Yata Sadhyakyaha Devaha Srishti Yagyam Tanvanaha Kurvantaha Chaturmukakyam Purusham Pashutvena Abadnan Amanyanta Yatadiyartha. So finally, that Hiranyagarbha is considered as the altar, the sacrificing any animal. See, interesting thing is, you go to any temple in India, not today's modern temples, but if you go to any of the temples which are known, say at least 200 or 100, 200 years old, minimum, you will see a flag post. It's called Dvajastamba. Dvaja means flag. Stamba is a pillar. Dvajastamba. And Dvajastamba will usually have the flag containing the form of the vehicle of that god. If it's a Shiva temple, the Dvajastamba will have what? Rishabha. Rishabha will be there on the flag. If it is Narayana, then Garuda will be in the flag. If it is Muruga, then you will see, Muruga will, what will you see? Peacock will see. If Ganesha is there, then Mushika will be there. So, and if Durga is there, then a Simha will be there on the top. Right in front of that, between that flag post and the main deity, there will be a round small riser will be there. In stone only. It will be round in shape, like a pyramid, but the top will be round, flat. That is Balipita. Why it is kept? That is where actually the sacrifice of offering should be offered there. So here, the intention of this is, of course, as I said, that these are all the Ishtadevata concept. Even in the Ishtadevata worship that we have in our tradition, there is the offering specific to the deity is given. Now, when we say offering, it does not mean only live animals. In the times when the earlier civilization, before they had the ability to cultivate paddy and wheat and things, they were hunting people only. People who were hunting and living. There is no other. There is the concept of agriculture was not there. They had only agriculture. Everything is to Agni, not agree. Nobody agreed, anyways. But no, that is why it is asked. No, the husband was asked, "What culture you are nowadays following?" After marriage, and it's all agriculture only. With my wife, I have to agree, otherwise there will be in trouble. It's called agriculture. Anyway, jokes apart. So the offering is always the meat. Mm. But do not look at it from the angle of today. Oh my God, they were offering. Oh, what else they had? They didn't have the coke. They didn't have. No, interesting thing is, when we were traveling in Nepal, Tibet, Buddha is what is the thing that they were offering to Buddha there? Buddha is the main deity there. Chocolates, you've seen cookies, bread, all this various. Oh, we were wondering what. See, the thing is, in Tibet there is nothing, no plantation, no fruits, no vegetables. So what do they offer then? Of course, they can offer the yak meat and goat milk, or goat meat and yak milk. That is all they can do. Nothing else. So interesting. You'll see that the cookies are kept there, chocolates are kept there, jar full of chocolates offering. Yeah, why? Because that is what is available there. Uh, But where the agriculture has developed and all those things. So now you think about it. Even today, what is offered to Jesus Christ in a church? Tell me. Are they offering payasam? Do they offer any of the vegetables and fruits? Do you think so? What do they offer? Wine. Is it not wine? Bread and wine? But that is what was growing there at that time. Now, if you go to the masjid, what do they offer? Dates. Because in the Arabian desert, what else will grow there? Dates only. So understand the tradition there. At that time, they had the um, deity. I mean, for offering the food is only in the form of animals that were captured and kept. So they should be kept in that Vedic altar. Therefore, they will have one a pole which is called the sacrificial post, onto which the sacrificing animal is tied. It has to be tied and kept there, because that fellow will run away otherwise. I mean, later on that was not kept there, because usually an altar should have this Vedic kunda will be there, and you will have a sacrificial post in which the deity is, I mean, not the deity, the sacrificing animal is. So, abadnan, what I'm coming to the point, abadnan means what? They tied up. Why are they tying up? That's the concept. The animal has to be tied up before it is sacrificed. Similarly, they have tied up Hiranyagarbha. That is why it is given here. Chadurmukhakyam Purusham Pashutvena. As an animal, Abadnan Purusham Pashum. So we have to recognize that it is not that they are trying to punish him or anything, but that is the sacrifice to be offered there. Because of, and again, it is all, in the form of dhyana only. It's not a physical doing. Dhyana. The symbolic part of it, I will come back again next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyad Dukkha Bhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.